Hi, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate it. And I really hope that your day was nice. My day was was full of discussions, very touchy topics that I'm going to tell you guys about some other time, not today. But today I want to tell you guys how Thailand is dealing with this whole situation, or rather, how it's preparing for social distancing as it uplifted all curfew as of 15th June, Monday, 15th June. This comes after three other phases. The first phase was on the 3rd of May, and followed by the second one, which was on the 17th of May, if I'm not wrong. And then the other one was on the 1st of June. And so this one on the 15th of May was everything uplifted for businesses to come back to normal. And I remember this is after a 2 month night curfew, which didn't affect me really because the curfew was from 10 p.m. to around 4 p.m. This didn't affect me much because I don't go anywhere at night. I don't. And so, as I said, I think this only affected the night businesses like nightclubs or night markets. And I have to mention, Thailand is the first country that I've lived in where night market is a thing. Literally, there are markets that start at 7 p.m. and run till later on in the night, and those, yeah, specifically from the night markets, you get where you can shop for clothes and stuff, and then you also get where you can shop for vegetables and stuff. So this is like really interesting. It was really a culture shock when I came to Thailand. I'd never seen anything like that. So anyways, like other businesses were able to open on those other phases, but now everything has opened up. Well, not nightclubs now because there's no way you can observe social distancing at a nightclub. So anyways, the borders, the land, sea, and air are still closed, and also international flights are the ban on international flights is yet to be reviewed at the end of June as to they'll communicate then when international flights will be able to operate again in Thailand. And so like Thai people are very compliant to rules, and I feel like this is why the Thai government has been able to contain this whole situation, because right now when we go to malls, when everything is open now, when you go to malls, you first of all have to scan a code before you get in. You scan a code to indicate that you are actually at that point, or rather in that area. And before you go in, you need to have a mask. Like there's no way you cannot enter without a mask. They'd rather sell you the mask at that point before you go in. And then you, as I said, if you do not have a phone, or for some reason your phone is not working, then you write your name and your address such that they're able to track. And I feel like this is a really it's a really good idea, because if should there be an outbreak in that area, or should they find someone with the virus in that area, then they're able to track everyone that was at that area and just be able to contain it. And then another thing is, whenever you go to any building, there's always sanitizer. So first of all, you have to have the mask, you have to write your name, and then you have to wash your hands. And also, like in transportation, like the train system, they have X's where you cannot sit. So there's a seat where someone can sit, and then there's X, and then there's seat, observing that whole social distancing. And also when you go to a restaurant, you cannot sit the way you normally sit, like if you're, say for example, you're on a date, right? So you're here and your partner is on the other side, or rather the person you're dating is on the other side. This cannot happen during coronavirus. So I feel like dating now is very complicated, because you cannot take anyone to a coffee date or something like that, because you'd be sitting here and then be sitting there. That conversation would be very awkward, especially if you're meeting this person for the first time. So restaurants are very different right now, and also what else is different? Yeah, elevators. When you go to the elevators, like the one in my condo, the elevator is divided into 4 sections, so only 4 people can be in an elevator at a time. And when you get in, they indicate to you where you're supposed to face. Everyone should face the wall, such that if someone sneezes, they sneeze to the wall and not to other people. And also the buttons have been covered in something plastic, such that, and also other buildings actually, they have tissues for you, that you take the tissue and then you press on the button on the floor that you're going to. So like they're being very careful, and for me, where I see mostly is where I work, because the schools are yet to open on the 1st of July, and now we are really preparing. Everything is being calibrated really nicely. Like, this is where you're supposed to stand. They have feet. They say keep left, keep right, and stand here. You know, there's a certain a certain distance left between one kid and the other kid, and also in the cafeteria they have barriers for when they're eating their lunch or snacks or whatever. They have like barriers. They're only like supposed to be 4 kids per table, you know, to observe that social distance. And also they have like X's. When you see an X, you like stop. So there are X's for this kid to see that you cannot sit here and you cannot sit here. So I feel like this is also one of the reasons why Thailand has been able to really contain this virus, you know, and everyone being compliant. And you know, as a foreigner, if you see the locals doing something, really that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, even yeah. So that's what you follow. Also about school, I saw today when I was walking, thinking of what the pictures to take for this video, I saw that the playgrounds were all sealed, do not enter. Yeah, so I guess kids are not going to be playing, because there's no way you can tell kids to observe social distancing when playing. It beats the point really. And so they've sealed those areas to just be able to protect the kids, because as we've read, or as the reports have said, that kids are more vulnerable. Kids and all people are more vulnerable to this virus. So I feel like really the Thai government is doing really a good job as trying to protect and contain this virus. I'm going to show you like a short video of what I took about our cafeteria today, and really, and also other pictures of how the Thai government is dealing with this coronavirus. So again, thank you so much for coming back, and I'll see you again next time as I talk to you about the touchy subject that me and my colleagues were talking about today. See you then. Bye bye. So this is where the cafeteria where the kids would normally eat, also some teachers as well. And normally, before Corona, these barriers were not here, but as you can see, there are barriers here, and each table is going to be able to accommodate only about 4 students. And also, if you look down here, I don't know if you can see clearly, if you look down here, there are X's on where the kids cannot sit. That means only this bench can only accommodate 2 students. And so also the areas that don't have the barriers, as you can see, is written do not enter. So they're taking this social distancing very seriously, as we are going to be opening schools on the 1st of July. So this is what they're doing to be able to protect the kids.